Alright, everybody, Dr. Professor Cheeseburger back again. Alright, we just beat Songi. He was a pretty tough fight, actually. But we got the Thunderbook 2 for Gala here. New move coming up soon. So now we're going to go ahead and run down the mountain. Because that's what, these protagonists do. They run. They just run. That's all they do. They don't walk anywhere because walking is for chumps. So now we're going to fight some regular monsters. No more Seru on the mountain. Everybody will be thrilled that the mist is gone from Ratayu. And Vaughn will get kissed and he will hate it. But look at that. We got some bigger Seru here. Did you see Ozma? It's hard to see, but meta's looking pretty big. Yeah. I think we're doing pretty good. That's right. Don't want anything happening before Gala has a chance to use his new move. So close, though. Next time. Next time we'll be able to do 2 hyper arts. By that I mean I think it's going to be a level or 2, I don't remember. You would think after how many times I've played this game, I would know what levels that they get their next part of their combo unlocked. Oh, here we go. Oh, you suck. Still, that was some pretty good damage. Growing up, I would always wonder which one are they going to say, because there's only ever 2 that they say for every hyper art. I'm like, which one's it going to be? Make a game out of it, too. Which one is it? I would always try to guess. Sometimes I got it wrong. Most times I got it right. I think. Either way, this was really the only reason I went down the mountain, was to see that new hyper art. And get a Door of Wind stolen, apparently. Well, we're gonna get that back. Everybody. Oh, no. Yep. Everybody is gonna attack it. It's not gonna take that door. It ain't happening. And if it does, we're gonna go on a rampage down the mountain and obliterate all of those we see. But we got it back, so crisis averted for the Hell's Rats population of Mount Ratayu. Mount Letona, sorry. There you go, Vaughn. Dishing out the damage, winning the battles, showing off how meta is climbing up that arm. Man, doing pretty good. But yeah, we're getting pretty good. Nobody's super close to a level up, so I think we're just gonna get out of here. I think if anybody was really close to a level, like within 1,000 XP, we would have stayed. But, that'll take a lot of grinding, and I don't know that we're going to get another level out of it. Oh, sad music. It is hard to go through this game. Yes, Juggernaut is... Oh, sorry, he was raising it. That's not good. So one of the hardest parts of playing this game playing this game now, is that I know what's coming. But But in case there are people who haven't watched this game, I'm trying not to reveal too much. Very true. Seru monsters aren't the only ones. What's a bride of the Seru? We'll find out. But first, we need some new weapons. And like, I know people know, like, could look this up at any time. But I'm guessing by this point, if you're, like, still listening to these videos, you might not know the story. So, thanks for sticking around. Hopefully, as the story happens and unfolds, my little commentary here will help you understand it if you want to. For now, we're going to equip Vaughn a good bit. It's going to take us a little bit longer to finish equipping Gala. But we can sell a couple of things here. Definitely not that short sword. Yep, that's our old weapon. No point in keeping that. No point in keeping that. That leaves it. That gets us a lot closer. A lot closer. But things are expensive now. Like, really expensive. But yeah. The best thing to do when you're trying to figure out who you want to equip and you don't have the money is to go through and double check their stats. So we are going to sell a few things. They're so useful, but I mean, I don't use magic that much, so there's no point in keeping the magic fruit right now. Eventually, sure. Because, you know, spells like Saryu are going to get more and more costly MP-wise coming up. We can sell a few things. I never use the silver compass. I don't know why I kept it this long. I just never care. There we go. We're so close. We could get the axe, but I think we need... Like, look, we're just like 300 away. We could get his survival axe, but we really need the protection. Yeah, I don't recall ever using it. I remember the deep sea jewel being like the most useful one, and I'm sure there are other bosses like that would really benefit from having those jewels. But I mean, the only fight I ever used those jewels in was the deep sea ones with Zeto. It's the only battle. After that, I've usually tried to make sure I'm well equipped or higher leveled to where it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say, you know, sometimes it's not good to overthink. Good job, soldier. Oh, you're gonna be killed if you do. Cool. He's got a very straightforward point of view. I like that. Maybe. I'll show you. I'll speak a second time. Well, I don't know who your successor is, but I don't like him. Look at that. I spoke to him a second time. You guards did your job poorly. So, yeah, that guy's sleeping. I'm pretty sure we got everything while we came through here, but it never hurts to do a quick double check. I don't think the Ratayu chapter is quite closed. Mostly because we have not gotten The key. We were promised a gate key. The West Ratayu gate key. And, well, he's tired. So, I guess we should sleep too. It's not like anybody's in good magic health. So, let's find that inn, wherever it is. There it is. Well, that sucks. Let's go ahead and stay the night. We could use some health for the upcoming battles. She's very nervous. So let's talk to her daughter, because she's dressed really funny. Hello, Eliza. Nice to meet you. A Seru Bride. Oh. That's fun. After you're gone, what does this mean? That's usually their way of saying, hey, I'm gonna die. Noah is very brave. I mean, even if you say no, she's probably just gonna fight you on it. So we'll say okay. But, you know, with a understandable pause. Alright, so they want you to get ready by getting equipped, making sure you're good to go. Yep. I think we're in pretty good shape. So it's not like we have a lot of money or anything for getting equipped. But first, we gotta go do something important. Because this next part is pretty cool. But it's also a little dangerous. That's right, we got a fight coming up. You know, we just beat Songi, and the developers thought, you know what would really help them celebrate the victory over Songi and reviving the Genesis tree? Another hard boss fight. I feel like this game got the boss fights right. Like some of them you go in other games and they just, whatever. Some of them are super easy. There's easily exploited weak points. And this one, you do have some things you can use, but the boss fights are tough. If you're not trained right, if you're not paying attention, if you're not focused, you could easily get overwhelmed very quickly. You know, if you're just not paying attention to your health. Way to be modest, boys. They have shields and bows and arrows? Interesting. Who's that? Oh. So that's what she looks like outside of that outfit. Don't worry, Eliza. You won't have to dress like that again. Not if our Seru heroes have anything to say about it. Oh, we're going underground. used to think those were like big banners or flags or whatever. Until I saw all this. And then I just realized, oh. They're not. Oh, guard, why did you hit Noah? Why are you such a jerk? Alright, well. Guess now we get to walk around as Noah in this weird dress. What's going on? Who are these mad scientists? He's pleading with them. It's like Cell absorbing Android 18, except a lot less fighting. There she is. Oh boy. That's what you think. These guys are... Alright, well, let's try to get out of here. Uh-oh. Guess we're not going anywhere yet. Or we're gonna kick his butt. Saryu is such a pessimist. He's also blue. Oh, I guess those weren't bows. I don't know what all that is on the bridge. Is that writing or something? Also, here's the cool part. It's time for the boys to jump in. Yeah, I turned it up a little. Alright boys, your friend is in a lot of trouble. You better get in there and help her out. Noah is a character of incredible strength. But also, this playthrough right here was the first time I ever realized you had random encounters with just Vaughn and Gala. I'd never encountered anything before. So this was a whole new experience for me. But Noah really is a character of incredible strength. Like, all she knows is that these women are disappearing, and she's perfectly willing to go in there and sacrifice herself, basically, to say, like, hey, I'm not gonna get taken over. I'm not gonna get, killed over or anything. I'm gonna figure this out, and we're gonna fight. But there's also more strength because she also knows that her friends will come to help her if something happens, and that's exactly what's happening. Also, if you have to time that so perfectly to where as soon as the one you want is on the top, you hit X. That basically means that's what you get. Get him, Gala. But, think about it as a character. She is doing the same thing Gala and Vaughn are. But she grew up for 12 years in a cave. Or 10 years. I think she was 2. Oh, I'm giving that away a little bit, but when she got into that cave, that's all I'll say right there. She was 2. So I think she's only 12 in this. But at 12 years old, she's willing to go on a journey with basically a complete stranger. And the parental figure she had, Tara the wolf, wasn't actually the wolf, it was the Seru on the wolf's head. And that wolf went to basically die, and she just went off on this journey into a world she'd never known. She just has these dreams of her mother calling to her, telling her she's in the deepest mist, and I mean, she knows next to nothing. Also, real quick, these are the 2 Seru I really, really hope I can get one of. Because these are really powerful Seru. Like, their attack is really good. It's one of the few I use. It's also a bird. Hopefully we can grab one now, because it's just like the Viguros, where we won't see the level 2s for a little while. Like, you know, the Vigoro level 2s only just appeared in the last session we played, where they were in the town and on the mountain. Actually, yeah, they were on the mountain too. Oh, I was feeling. But yeah, these guys, strong stuff. So our second Earth Seru is Gary Gala. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Oh. I might not survive this. Nope. What sucks is I actually absorbed one, and then I died. And see, that's what I was saying earlier. It's not even just boss fights. This game is tough because if you're not paying attention, if you're not just gonna like... You're not just gonna be able to just win easily. You've got to pay attention. You've got to be on all the time. Yeah, the boss fights are another level, but even, I mean, look at that. Those guys were a lot stronger than I thought they would be. So, unfortunately, now we've got to go through all that again. I'm going to go a little bit faster, if I can remember which way the inn was. But yeah, we're just going to power through all this because, yeah, well, we've seen this all now. Yeah, because without this little act right here, it would still be going on, and all of these girls would be part of Juggernaut. Don't join Vaughn. Not yet. your hair is a different shade of green than your dad's. But anyway, like, she goes through so much in this game. And I know I've said this before, but imagine having no idea about much of the world except for what a Ratayu who doesn't really know much about the world knows. And then now you've got all these sites and new things, new experiences, new people for the first time. It's, it must be hard. But she takes it as exciting because she just goes through like, oh wait, what's that? What's that? Like, curiosity is one of Noah's strongest traits. She just wants to know. She doesn't understand that she wants to know. That's not to say the other two are not. But, you see a lot of female protagonists in games that act tough, but I think they're nothing compared to Noah. Like, she's been through a lot and she still goes through life with that curiosity, wanting to know more, and being generally happy until something that she doesn't really understand or like happens. But she's also willing to kick your butt over it. Or, as she says, knock your block off. Which, kids playing with, adults, not really much of a threat. Kids playing with blocks, it's a big threat. I built that tower of blocks, and if little Jimmy wants to knock my block off, well, I'll be really mad about it. Oh yeah, this time, we're gonna, make sure she's good to go. There's not much we can do, but yeah. Yeah, whatever. Swagger on over. Whatever, Mr. Pessimist. Come on. Hurry up. Vaughn and Gallagher are waiting. But Rowlett is also just a really strong guy. Not just like physically, but he's got his home was destroyed. Not destroyed, but a lot of his friends were killed. A guy he basically considered a brother turned evil and killed a lot of his friends. And he did his best to think no, it's just that Seru, it's just driving him mad. And it's really just, no bro, you missed the fact that he was always jealous and he's doing anything he can to be better than you. Because that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about being strong, he cares about being better. And then Gala had to suffer humiliation and lose bad to him. To the guy that killed his friends. He tried to stand up for his friends that were killed, and he got beat down. I mean, that would be humiliating. But Gala instead decided, you know what? If he's going to use a Seru, I'm going to use a good Seru to fight back. And unfortunately, that decision got him kicked out of the order that raised him. So he got excommunicated, lost a lot of friends. His home was wrecked. And he lost a brother to evil, of all things. He hated Seru, and his brother basically decided to put on the thing he was sworn not to do. So, Gala's story starts off tough, even though he's already an orphan, so he's You know, so he's just got a lot going on too. But he just accepts his mission and gets in there and, you know, beats up the bad guys. Alright, he attacked Gala. Perfect. Now we're gonna heal. Gala's gonna spirit, or Vaughn's gonna spirit, Gala's gonna heal. We're gonna keep going. But then you got Vaughn, who, I mean, his mother wasn't there. We'll find out what happened to her later. But his hometown was attacked. It didn't really, and some people were killed. And he basically had to leave behind his village. Not a lot, comparatively. But, I mean, if you remember back to what Herai said, Herai spoke bad things over all three. Vaughn's was pretty dark. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it was dark. Like, something will be taken away, maybe? I don't remember exactly. And Gala was Songi is your shadow. Noah's was your parents are in Concram. That's where you need to go. However, Samuel will, like, I can't remember the word. Also, I'm very sad we did not get the Kamaro. But look how much XP we got out of that. And look at Ozma. Oh man, what a Seru. Yeah, alright. Let's heal up a little bit. With the orb, of course. But yeah, we can't leave that on. The ivory book was only for those Seru. And now, those Seru are gone. Unfortunately. We'll get them next time. Honestly, one of those two, either of those two, were the ones I would want to have it anyway. Noah, I don't really care if she has the magic, except for Orb and Avera. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3. 3 brides already. 4. 5. Gee whiz. 6. 7. And Noah was going to be 8. Uh-oh. Look at them. They look so determined. And then Gala. Yeah, get in there, Gala. Boom. So what did they do to Tara that she couldn't help her? Get that. She trusted them implicitly. She knew that they were coming. And to their credit, they knew it was time to step in and fight whatever this thing was. There we go. When I played this on the PlayStation, oh man, did that freak me out. Oh, this is where the Earth Jewel would have actually been helpful. Because that attack's actually pretty powerful, unspirited. But in a sometimes you go into, like, on the PlayStation, I would go into that battle, and it would freeze waiting to go in. Anyway, let's get into this. This battle is going to be a tough one. He's actually pretty powerful. Oops. Always good to be able to, like, you know, Noah just got attacked. He did Earthquake. It was just a good idea to keep attacking, or keep healing. Because look, everybody's back at full health. Get it, yeah. Oh man, let's see. Alright. I don't want to have everybody go all out right away because... Good job, Noah. Because, again, this guy could kick your butt. Look at that. 942. This is going to be a long fight. We got a ways to go. But it's okay. We're gonna get it. Hopefully. Right. Heal. Orb really is a solid healer for quite a long time. Because, like, there are other healers we get, but they do cost a lot. There's one spell that, like, will pretty much max out your health and revive characters, but it costs a ton of MP. And that's where those magic fruit I sold would have been helpful. But, you know, we've got this guy going. We got this big old fight going on. We can't really afford to, Jeez, again? We can't really afford to keep a magic fruit when we've got to fight this guy. Look at that. That was devastating. Jeez, if he did that twice in a row, can you imagine? I don't even know how much health he's got. He's got to have at least 24,000. Why it's good. You just got to have Noah do some attacks or healing just in case. Wow. Full health, everybody. No whammies. So close, Gala. So close. Yeah, there is a point where he's just not gonna cut it. But by that point, we're powerful enough to where it's not the end of the world. So far, this is a fairly manageable fight. I think we're doing all right. I'll make an admission. I used to kind of feel a little bit of shame about, but now I'm just like, I don't really care, actually. And that is, sometimes I listen to the soundtrack just in my car. I used to care. I used to be like, nobody can know. Now I'm just like, who cares? Some people grew up with music on the radio. I grew up with music from video games. And the fact that there are YouTube videos and Spotify is filled with video game soundtracks means I'm not alone in that. So, you know, if you're one of those people who listen to video game music, you know, leave a comment, let me know. Like, what game soundtracks are just ones that absolutely slap to you? Which ones are, like, the ones you just can't listen to because... And I think people who know that I love these, like, RPG type games can figure out which song I'm thinking. You know, there's one in particular I cannot listen to it. I can't even hear it in the game, but I have to there. But whenever it comes on, I have to skip it right away. Leave another comment if you think you know which one it is. You jerk. Man. Alright. What you got for me, Vaughn? Oh yeah, I got a healing fruit. I think that's the best idea right now. Just because if he uses Earthquake again, would have been in really bad shape. Jeez. Just seems like he's just gonna keep hitting you, huh? Yeah. 682 is not terrible. It's not terrible at all. And yes, back to the soundtrack thing. I don't even just listen to the ones of the 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll just leave on the 30-minute one for a little bit. Be like, yeah. Feels super intense right now. Although, on occasion, I really have to watch myself when I play music like this, especially the intense boss battle music, because I'll notice my you know, foot on the accelerator got a little heavier, if you know what I mean. It's probably a really bad thing, but... Oh, no. Come on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's why this fight gets hard. Because it's manageable until he does that. I don't think we're gonna lose. But it's definitely about to get a lot tougher. Because all his stats just went up, so he's gonna start hitting a lot harder, and I'm not gonna hit as hard. So it's gonna be healing constantly. But, you know, we gotta keep up the offense. Look at that. Oh, good thing she blocked, because 2 hits for almost 300. Yeah, his stats have skyrocketed. Oh, it's like Greek writing on the walls and the floor. Ooh, you're dead. That means we're not too far away. I can never remember where, like, the percentage it means, but I think it's at least, like, he only has a quarter left. Look at that, 605. Whoa. We gotta play it smart now. You can't get too eager when you see him fall. That's one of the traps. When the boss falls over, because unless you just did an incredible amount of damage to him, he's not going to unless he's low on health. But the trap you don't want to fall into is everybody attacking him all at once, because oh, you know, he's almost done. No, he's not. He we still have to play it safe for a little bit longer. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He got 6 health left. Wow. I'm really glad I bought up all of Vaughn's armor instead of Gala's or Noah's. Because he would be dead right now without that armor. Problem now is I don't know if that orb is going to fully heal Vaughn. So we don't have long in this fight left. Yep, got a spirit. Hopefully he doesn't attack Vaughn again. Attack Noah. You are a jerk. Alright. Second one done. But how long can we keep this up realistically? One more of those and Vaughn could be done. Or an earthquake. So that's why we gotta be really careful. But it's a good thing Noah and Gala are fully healed. That's probably yep, that's the smart choice. There we go. That at least gets him back up to a good amount of health, but I'm gonna go a little bit. Let's see what this is gonna be. Oh, that was a lot of health. He's gotta go down soon, right? Oh, he blocked. Who attacks? Golly. This fight is so hard. Yep, we're just gonna go for it. No, at least keep Noah up on health. Oh no. Well, that's bad. Oh, Bond's down. That's not good. Oh boy, guys. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Maybe Noah will take him down. Who knows? Oh, she did. Oh, Vaughn doesn't get experience now. But Noah and Gala sure do. Oh boy. Well, that was a tough fight. Ah, look at that. Look at that Seru. Another Sim Seru. And there it goes. Look at Noah. She's thrilled that it's gone. And Calvin is just like highly offended that it even existed. Oh, that sounds like good music. Hey, come on, dude. Really? The guards in Octam knock us over and you just shove Vaughn out of the way? Oh, it's looking right at you, Saryu. And Noah just waves bye to it. That's great. Ah, Saryu shoves him out of the way. No, wave the juggernaut that's dead. A good time. A good time. All right. And now we're in his throne room. Saryu seems restored. Hottie, huh? That's the guy. We need to go find him. Because he's probably the guy in charge of the mist generator. Yep. And Juggernaut has... Yep, you did make it. Your Juggernaut thing destroyed these three's lives. But without that, they wouldn't have, you know, gotten up to save the world, basically. And we got it. The gate key. Oh, we will. I don't know about Juggernaut, but we'll definitely go take down Duhati. But I think we're going to cut it here, guys. With Vaughn being at 1 health. Yep, I think that's a great place to call it quits. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This is Dr. Professor Cheeseburger. We'll see you next time.